Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about primary sclerosing cholangitis. Big word, what is it? Well, primary sclerosing cholangitis is one of the most severe complications you can have of Crohn's disease, colitis, IBS. Essentially what it is, give me a minute. Oh, before we get into that, I'm going to put up the link to my playlist right now so you can check that out. So now if we get back on topic, what is it? What is primary sclerosing cholangitis? Well, essentially what it is it affects the liver and the gallbladder. It affects the bile ducts. It creates inflammation because Crohn's disease is an inflammatory disease, and it leads to scarring of the bile ducts. It then becomes its own progressive disease. Progressive, which means it keeps going, it's gradual. There is no cure that's effective for this, and the only treatment that is effective in you're curing it would be a transplant. And even then, the new liver is not guaranteed. You could still get it in the new liver. I can't stress enough how this disease is serious. I suffer from this, and I have for 5 years now, and this is a little hard for me to talk about. It's a little soft spot for me. It's kind of scary, but I suffer from this for 5 years now, and I've learned to accept it, and we have at the moment managed it. Knock on wood, it's managed at the moment. So let's take a deeper look on what it actually is, like my research, like Google and stuff, what it actually is. So primary sclerosing cholangitis is a progressive disease of the liver, the gallbladder. It's inflammation and scarring of the bile ducts, like I said. First symptoms may include yellowing of the eyes, yellowing of the skin, itching, abdominal pain. Eventually, this leads to cirrhosis of the liver. Not the same as drinking cirrhosis, but it turns into cirrhosis of the liver as well. And eventually, it leads to liver failure. It is what it is. It's its own disease. It's a progressive disease, and it's scary, but you have to accept it when you're dealt cards like this, or it's going to ruin every day that you have left. So I could live a very long time, or it could progress really fast. I could get a transplant. I may not get a transplant. We do not know. And that's the part that I had to accept. Psc for short is a rare disease that mostly affects people with IBD, inflammatory bowel disease. It's rare. Again, I can't stress enough that it's rare. It's a serious and it's rare. Other symptoms include dark urine, malabsorption, and mental status alteration. Eventually, it affects the brain. Now, with my brain hit that I said that I had, we are not sure what caused it. It could have been my liver. It could have been my Crohn's because I was so malnourished that it could have been the brain starving. We are not sure what happened, but I did go through a psychosis, and it was very, very scary. Better now. Liver transplant is the only long-term treatment for this. And I'm not sure how that works, but you go on a list. You can't just go on the list from the beginning when you still feel good. You have to be in pretty bad shape to even get on the transplant list. And then I think you get a pager and they page you when you're ready for you. But this video was harder to do for me today because it strikes home. it made me a little sad, but on the bright side, I'm currently doing good, and my liver is kind of stable at the moment. But in the past, I have experienced some yellowing of the eyes, which is always there, kind of. It happened and then it kind of never went away, but some days it's worse than others. Sometimes I get yellowing of the skin, and sometimes I get really itchy. I'm on Ursidol at the moment to help with that, and it has been helping immensely. Besides that, I think I covered everything. I hope you got what you needed out of this video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day.